The phone slipped from my hand, crashing onto the hardwood floor of my dorm room as the words echoed in my ears. "Alex, I'm getting married." It was Jamie's voice, calm and detached, like he was reading from a script. But just 3 months ago, under the stars of that endless summer in Cape Cod, he'd whispered promises of forever, his lips brushing mine in a kiss that felt like the world ending and beginning all at once. I stared at the cracked screen, my heart pounding as if trying to escape my chest. How could this be? We'd planned everything, moving to New York after graduation, building a life away from the judgmental eyes of our small-town families. But now, this bombshell. I grabbed my keys and bolted out the door, the late autumn wind whipping through Boston streets as I raced to his apartment, questions burning in my mind like wildfire. By the time I arrived, pounding on his door, the shock had turned to rage. Jamie opened it, his face pale, eyes avoiding mine. "Alex, you can't be here," he muttered, glancing over his shoulder as if expecting someone. I pushed past him into the cramped living room, the air thick with the scent of stale coffee and unspoken lies. "What the hell, Jamie? Married? To who? Some girl your parents set you up with." My voice cracked, betraying the hurt beneath the anger. He sank onto the couch, burying his face in his hands. "It's Sarah. From church. My dad. He found out about us." The words hung heavy, and suddenly the pieces clicked. Jamie's father, Reverend Harlan, the pillar of their conservative community in rural Massachusetts, had always been a shadow over us. I'd seen the fear in Jamie's eyes whenever family was mentioned, but I thought our love was stronger than that. "Found out how?" I demanded, pacing the room. Jamie looked up, his blue eyes, those eyes I'd lost myself in countless times, now rimmed with red. He went through my phone, saw our texts, the photos from the beach. He paused, swallowing hard. He gave me an ultimatum. End it with you or lose everything, the family business, my inheritance, my place in the church. "Alex, I have nothing without them." I stopped pacing, feeling the floor shift beneath me. "So you chose them? Over us?" The silence that followed was deafening. Jamie stood, reaching for me, but I stepped back. "It's not that simple. Sarah's family is connected. This marriage seals a deal for my dad's congregation. It's about survival." Survival. The word stung like a slap. Our summer had been about freedom, about defying the world. Now it was reduced to this: cold calculations and familial chains. We'd met at a summer internship program in Cape Cod, both fresh out of high school, assigned to the same environmental project restoring dunes. I was the city kid from Boston, openly gay but cautious in new crowds. Jamie was the small-town boy, charming and closeted, hiding behind easy smiles and Bible quotes from his upbringing. Our first real conversation happened during a late-night bonfire, the ocean waves crashing in the background. "You ever feel like you're living someone else's life?" he'd asked, staring into the flames. I nodded, and from there, it spiraled: stolen glances, midnight walks, that first tentative kiss under the pier. But now, in this dingy apartment, that magic felt like a cruel joke. "You promised me one summer together," I said, my voice barely above a whisper. "But it was more than that. We talked about forever." Jamie's shoulders slumped. "I know, but my family's everything to me. If I choose you, I lose them. And you'd resent me eventually, scraping by without support." It was a rationalization, but it cut deep. Was our love just a fleeting rebellion? I left that night without another word, the door slamming behind me like a final punctuation. Driving back, tears blurred the city lights. The hook had sunk in deep, that summer promise now a noose around my heart. But this was just the beginning. I couldn't let it end like this. I needed answers, closure, something to make sense of the betrayal. The next day, I skipped classes and drove to Jamie's hometown, a quaint New England village where picket fences hid dark secrets. I parked outside the church where his father preached, watching families file in for a community meeting. There he was, Reverend Harlan, tall and imposing, shaking hands with a smile that didn't reach his eyes. I waited until the crowd thinned, then approached. "Excuse me, sir. I'm a friend of Jamie's. Alex Thompson." His grip was firm, almost crushing. "Ah, yes. Jamie's mentioned you. From the summer program." His tone was polite, but his eyes narrowed, assessing. "What brings you here?" I hesitated, then plunged in. "I know about the marriage. And about us." The word us hung like a challenge. Harlan's face hardened. "Young man, this isn't the place. But since you're here, understand this. Jamie's path is set. Deviations lead to ruin. For everyone." It was a threat veiled in piety. As I drove away, my mind raced. Jamie's choice wasn't just fear. It was coercion. But what could I do? Confront the family? Expose everything? The thought terrified me, but so did losing him. Little did I know, this decision would unravel threads I never saw coming, pulling in betrayals from unexpected quarters. Back in Boston, I confided in my roommate, Mark, who was openly gay and fiercely supportive. "Dude, that's messed up. His dad's basically blackmailing him." Mark paced our tiny kitchen, coffee in hand. "You gotta fight for him, or let him go. Don't drag yourself down." But letting go felt impossible. That night, I texted Jamie, "Meet me at our spot. We need to talk." Our spot, the Charles River Esplanade, where we'd shared our first city date after summer ended. He showed up, bundled in a coat against the chill, looking haunted. "Alex, this is dangerous. If anyone sees." I cut him off. "Then why come?" He sighed, sitting on the bench beside me. "Because I can't stop thinking about you." We talked for hours, the river's flow mirroring the turmoil in our words. He admitted the engagement was a facade, a way to buy time. "Sarah knows. She's in on it, helps with the cover." My jaw dropped. "She's what?" "Your beard." Jamie nodded, shame etching his features. "It's wrong, I know. But it's the only way to keep my family off my back until I can figure things out." The revelation twisted like a knife. He was lying to everyone, including himself. "And what about us? Am I just a secret too?" Tears welled in his eyes. "No, you're the real thing. But I need time. Time. The one thing we'd promised each other that summer. Now it felt like an enemy." As we parted, a kiss stolen in the shadows, I felt a spark of hope. But hope is fragile. The next week, an anonymous email arrived in my inbox. Photos of us from the Esplanade with a message, "End it or everyone knows." My blood ran cold. Someone was watching. The game had just gotten deadlier. The email sender was untraceable, but the threat was clear. Our secret was no longer ours. I forwarded it to Jamie, my hands shaking as I typed, "Who could this be?" His reply came swift. "My brother. Has to be. He's always been jealous." Jamie's younger brother, Tyler, 18 and rebellious, had idolized Jamie but resented the pressure to follow in his footsteps. If Tyler knew, how many others did? I met Jamie at a coffee shop far from campus, paranoia making me check over my shoulder. "Tyler saw us that night on the Esplanade," Jamie confessed, stirring his latte absent-mindedly. "He followed me, confronted me later, said I was ruining the family name." The pieces fit Tyler's access to Jamie's life, his tech-savvy ways. But why threaten? "He's angry," Jamie explained. "Dad favors me. Tyler feels invisible. This is his way to force a blow-up." We debated options. Confront Tyler, ignore it, or go public on our terms. But going public meant outing Jamie against his will, a betrayal I couldn't stomach. "Let's talk to him together," I suggested. Jamie agreed, though fear flickered in his eyes. That weekend, we drove to the family home, a sprawling Victorian house that screamed old money and older values. Tyler answered the door, smirking. "Well, if it isn't the happy couple." He led us to the basement, his domain of video games and posters. "What do you want?" I asked, cutting to the chase. Tyler leaned back. For Jamie to stop pretending. Dad's pushing this marriage BS, and you're the reason he's miserable. Jamie's face reddened. This isn't about you, Ty. Stay out of it. But Tyler exploded. It's always about you. Perfect Jamie, future reverend. I'm the screw-up. If Dad finds out about your boyfriend, maybe he'll see you're not so perfect. It was a raw confession, laced with hurt. Jamie softened. I never wanted this pressure on you. They talked, brothers airing grievances long buried. Tyler admitted sending the email to scare us into action. I thought if you fought back, Dad would have to accept it. By the end, Tyler deleted the photos, promising silence for now. But the encounter left scars. Family bonds frayed further. Back in the car, Jamie gripped the wheel. This is what loving you costs. Turning my family against each other. Guilt gnawed at me. Was I the catalyst for this chaos? Our summer idyll seemed distant, replaced by a web of deceit. Yet, in that moment, Jamie reached for my hand. I don't regret us, just wish it was easier. His words reignited the flame, but I wondered how long it could burn before consuming everything. Midterms loomed, but my focus shattered. My parents, liberal Bostonians, knew I was gay but not about Jamie's complications. Mom called, sensing my stress. What's going on, honey? You sound off. I hedged, but she pressed. If it's a boy, bring him home for Thanksgiving. The idea tempted, but Jamie balked. Too risky. What if word gets back? His caution hurt, underscoring our imbalance. I was out, he hidden. Society's weight pressed harder. At a campus LGBTQ event, I spoke on panel about coming out struggles. Jamie attended incognito, hat pulled low. Afterward, he pulled me aside. You're brave. I envy that. But envy bred resentment. Later, arguing over dinner, he snapped, easy for you, your family's accepting. Mine would disown me. The truth stung. Our backgrounds divided us as much as united. Then came the turning point. Sarah's involvement deepened. Jamie invited me to meet her, to understand. At a neutral park, Sarah, poised and kind, explained, I'm bi, but my family's conservative too. This engagement helps us both cover until we're independent. It was a pact of mutual deception, but seeing Jamie with her, even platonically, ignited jealousy. How far does this go? I asked. Kisses for show? More. Jamie assured no, but doubt seeded. The moral quandary ate at me. Were we right to lie? What about Sarah's feelings? That night, alone, I journaled my turmoil. Love versus integrity. The next day, I confronted Jamie. This facade, it's poisoning us. He agreed, but fear paralyzed him. One step at a time. But time was running out. The wedding date loomed 6 months away. A family dinner at Jamie's escalated everything. Invited as the friend, I watched the charade. Reverend Harlan toasted the engagement, eyes on me suspiciously. Tyler shot knowing glances. Sarah played the doting fiancé flawlessly. Under the table, Jamie's foot touched mine. A risky comfort. But post-dinner, Harlan cornered me. Alex, you're a good influence, but Jamie's future is with Sarah. Understand. It was a warning. Driving home, Jamie vented. I hate this. Hate lying. Tears streamed. But losing my family, I can't. His vulnerability broke me. We pulled over, holding each other as cars whizzed by. We'll find a way, I promised. But deep down, I feared the cost. Weeks blurred into a tense routine. Secret meetings, coded texts. Then, betrayal struck from within. Mark, my roommate, confessed he'd told a mutual friend about us, thinking it harmless. The friend, gossipy, spread it. Soon, whispers reached Jamie's circle. Panic set in. How could you? Jamie accused over the phone. I trusted you, but it was Mark's slip, not mine. Still, blame shifted. The fallout, Jamie distanced, canceling plans. Need space. Isolation gripped me. Friends noticed my withdrawal. At therapy, campus counseling, I unpacked the layers. Love's joy versus societal scorn, personal truth against familial duty. The therapist urged communication, but Jamie's walls rose higher. Reconciliation came unexpectedly. Jamie showed at my door, soaked from rain. I'm sorry. Scared. That's all. We talked till dawn, reaffirming commitment. But the damage lingered. Trust fractured. As winter neared, the story's chill mirrored our own. High stakes, higher emotions. Winter blanketed Boston in snow, mirroring the frost between us. Jamie's space stretched into weeks, his texts sparse. I threw myself into studies, but every lecture hall echoed with memories. Then, a call from Tyler. Jamie's spiraling. Dad's pressuring harder. Alarm bells rang. I drove to the village, uninvited. Finding Jamie at the church, helping with holiday prep. His eyes lit briefly seeing me. "What are you doing here?" Whispered urgency. We slipped to the back room. Tyler's worried. I'm worried. Jamie sighed. The wedding planning's intense. Sarah's having second thoughts. Says it's too deceitful. Irony. The cover cracking under its own weight. We debated ethics again. Is this worth it? I asked. Jamie's response. For us, yes. But doubt clouded his face. That night, staying at a motel nearby, we reconnected emotionally, sharing fears. Society sees us as sinners, he admitted. My upbringing drilled that in. His internal conflict, faith versus love, tore at him. I held him, whispering affirmations, but words felt inadequate against ingrained dogma. Back home, my own family confronted me at Thanksgiving. Who's the boy? Dad asked bluntly. I confessed about Jamie, the closeted struggle. Mom hugged me. Bring him here. We'll support you. Their acceptance highlighted the chasm. Why couldn't Jamie's family evolve? Envy turned to resolve. I'd help him break free. But freedom demanded sacrifice. Jamie's next visit brought news. Dad wants me to take over the church youth group. Means more scrutiny. Pressure mounted. Then, a social media post from Sarah. Engagement photos, Jamie smiling stiffly. Jealousy flared. How real is this? I demanded. Jamie swore platonic, but photos lied convincingly. A confrontation with Sarah followed. Meeting at a cafe, she was candid. I care for Jamie as a friend, but this hurts everyone. She revealed her own crush on a woman, the parallel struggles. We're all victims of expectation. Empathy bloomed, but so did anger at the system forcing such charades. Moral dilemmas peaked when Jamie's father discovered a hidden journal. Jamie's confessions of love for me. Chaos ensued. Harlan called a family meeting, Tyler texting me details. Dad's furious, threatening to cut Jamie off. I rushed there, arriving amid shouts. Barging in, I faced the Reverend. This is about love, not sin. Harlan's retort. Love? This is confusion, temptation. Jamie stood silent, torn. Tyler defended. Let him be happy. The room erupted, accusations, tears. Jamie finally spoke. Dad, I love Alex, but I love you too. Harlan's ultimatum. Choose, us or him. Jamie chose family, asking me to leave. Heart shattered. I drove away. Betrayal's sting acute. But was it betrayal or self-preservation? Alone that night, I questioned everything. Our summer promise now ashes. Rebounding, I immersed in activism, joining a gay rights group. Speeches, protests, channeling pain into purpose. Friends rallied, but Jamie's absence ached. Then, a letter arrived, Jamie's handwriting. I miss you, but I can't fight them yet. Hope flickered, but caution tempered it. Christmas brought unexpected alliance. Tyler visited Boston. Jamie's miserable. Weddings off. Sarah backed out. Shock. She came out to her parents. Brave as hell. Inspiration struck. If she could, why not Jamie? We plotted. Confront Harlan together. But risks loomed: disownment, community backlash. Jamie hesitated when I called. Too much to lose. His indecision frustrated. What about losing yourself? Silence. The new year dawned with tension. Jamie attended a secret support group for LGBTQ youth in religious families. Sharing stories, he gained perspective. Hearing others' pain. It's like looking in a mirror. Progress slow but sure. Yet, setbacks. A church member spotted us at a movie, reporting to Harlan. Repercussions swift. Jamie grounded like a teen, phone monitored. Desperation led to clandestine meets, heightening thrill and danger. One such meet turned pivotal. In a park, Jamie confessed, "I can't live this lie anymore." Tears mingled with snowflakes. But coming out means war. I urged gently, "War for freedom." His nod sealed it. Planning began. But plans unravel. Harlan, suspecting, hired a PI. Evidence mounted, photos, logs. Confrontation inevitable. The storm brewed, ready to break. The PI's report landed like a bomb. Harlan summoned Jamie. Evidence spread on the table. Our meetings documented. "This ends now," he declared. Jamie, cornered, denied at first, then cracked. "It's real, Dad. I love him." Harlan's rage. "You'll destroy us all." Threats of therapy, ex-gay programs. Tyler overheard, alerting me. I arrived, chaos reigning. "Leave my house," Harlan bellowed. But Jamie stood firm. "No, Alex stays." A turning point, defiance born of desperation. The argument raged hours. Harlan invoked Bible verses. I countered with love's universality. Tyler mediated. Family means acceptance. Sarah, invited by Tyler, shared her story. I lost nothing by being true, gained everything. Harlan wavered, old prejudices clashing with paternal love. By dawn, exhaustion won. Harlan agreed to therapy for the family. No immediate acceptance, but a crack in the armor. Jamie moved out temporarily, crashing with me. Freedom tasted sweet, but bittersweet. Family ties strained. Society's backlash followed. Church gossip spread. Jamie lost friends. Job offers retracted. "This is the price," he said, resolute. Our relationship deepened, honesty forging stronger bonds. But internal conflicts lingered. Jamie questioned faith. Can I be gay and Christian? Support groups helped, but doubts persisted. I supported, but my own impatience grew. You've come so far. Don't regress. A job interview in New York offered escape. Jamie aced it, but it meant leaving family. Dilemma. Opportunity versus roots. If I go, Dad might never forgive. Debate ensued, weighing pros cons. Ultimately, he accepted. Packing, emotions swirled. Farewell dinner with family tense but civil. Harlan's parting words. I don't understand, but you're my son. Progress. In New York, new life bloomed. Apartment shared, careers budding. But past shadows loomed. An old friend from church visited, preaching reconciliation, but with conditions. Renounce this lifestyle. Jamie refused, but the encounter reopened wounds. Betrayal struck anew. Tyler, under pressure, leaked details to Harlan. Trust broken. Why? Jamie demanded over phone. Tyler's excuse. Dad manipulated me. Sibling rift deepened. Healing required confrontation. Trip home, brothers reconciled tearfully. We're in this together, Tyler vowed. Family therapy continued. Slow mending. Social pressures mounted in the city. Workplace discrimination, subtle slights, missed promotions. Jamie's resilience tested. Is this worth it? Echoes of old doubts. A protest march solidified commitment. Hand in hand, facing counter-protesters' jeers. This is us, Jamie said. Empowerment surged. Yet personal toll, my own family visit revealed cracks. Dad's casual homophobia slipped. Jokes that stung. Thought you were over that. Disappointment. Jamie comforted, families evolve, or we build our own. As spring thawed, so did hearts. Harlan attended a PFLAG meeting, eyes opening. I was wrong, he admitted via call. Tears flowed, but triumph tempered by loss. Some relationships irreparable. Old friends gone, community shunned. The price paid. Spring in New York buzzed with possibility, but undercurrents of unrest stirred. Jamie's new job at an environmental firm thrived, but office politics revealed biases. A colleague's snide remarks about his kind led to HR complaint. Victory, but isolation followed. Worth the fight, Jamie mused. I nodded, but saw the weariness. Home life balanced the scales. Cooking dinners, weekend strolls in Central Park. Echoes of our summer. But arguments flared over trivialities, masking deeper fears. What if we fail? Jamie voiced one night. Vulnerability raw. Therapy helped unpack. Your choices define you, the counselor said. Jamie reflected on sacrifices. Family distance, lost inheritance. But gained authenticity. Nodding agreement, but regret lingered. A surprise visit from Sarah brightened. Now openly with her girlfriend, she shared triumphs. You inspired me. Circle complete, alliances forged in adversity. But society struck back. A viral article on gay conversions featured Harlan's church. Old sermons resurfaced. Jamie confronted, Dad, this hurts. Harlan's defense. Past views. Change incremental. Internal musing peaked during a quiet evening. Did I betray my faith? Jamie asked. Discussion deepened. Reconciling identity with beliefs. Books, talks, journey ongoing. Tyler's college acceptance brought joy. Visit to NYC, brotherly bond renewed. Proud of you, Tyler said. Healing. Yet, a moral crossroads. Jamie offered to speak at church youth group on acceptance. Harlan hesitant but agreed. Trip home nerve-wracking. Speech delivered, mixed reactions. Some inspired, others hostile. Backlash. Vandalism on family car. Price of visibility. Resilience built. We persist, Jamie declared. Summer anniversary approached. Planned Cape Cod revisit. Beaches evoked memories. First kiss. Promises. One summer turned eternal, Jamie toasted. But fate twisted. Health scare. Jamie's fatigue diagnosed as stress-induced. Doctor urged balance. Wake up. Sacrifices taxing body, soul. Reflection. Choices ripple effects. Friends lost, but new ones gained. Family strained, but evolving. High point. Harlan's full acceptance. Dinner where he apologized. Love is love. Tears, hugs. Milestone. But not without cost. Jamie's mother, silent supporter, revealed her own struggles. Suppressed bisexuality. Generational trauma unveiled. As fall neared, stability seemed within grasp. But life's unpredictability loomed. Fall leaves painted New York in hues of change, mirroring our evolving story. Jamie's promotion came with recognition, openly gay leader in his field. Pride swelled, but so did scrutiny. Media interview, sharing our journey. Vulnerability exposed, but empowering. Yet, echoes of betrayal resurfaced. An ex-church member harassed online, dredging past. Sinner. Jamie blocked, but damage done. Sleepless nights. Support network rallied. Friends. Family. Harlan publicly denounced hate. A bold shift. My sons taught me. Community divided, but progress. Personal growth. Jamie volunteered at LGBTQ Center, paying forward. This is my purpose. Fulfillment replaced doubt. Our relationship matured. Talks of marriage, future. But societal hurdles. Legal, cultural. Debate. Worth the fight? A crisis tested. Tyler outed by bully at college. Panic call. Jamie rushed to support. You're not alone. Guiding through turmoil, roles reversed. Resolution. Tyler embraced. Family united. We've come far. Climax built to anniversary gala. Fundraiser for gay rights. Jamie spoke eloquently, crediting our love. Applause thundered. But post-event, reflection. The road's toll. Lost innocence, scarred hearts. Was it worth it? Jamie pondered. In quiet moments we affirmed. Yes. Growth from pain. Story's end approached with awakening. Love's power against odds. But questions lingered. As we walked hand in hand through the city, the world felt conquerable. Yet the journey taught. Choices define, but consequences endure. Was Jamie's ultimate decision to defy his family and embrace his truth a heroic act of self-liberation, or did it selfishly fracture unbreakable bonds that could never fully heal?